Hi, welcome to our channel Programming of Mind, where we accelerate your knowledge with concise, from high-value book summaries. Let's begin how to make people like you instantly. Building genuine connections, the ability to make people like you, is one of the most powerful tools in building meaningful relationships and creating a network of influence. Whether you're trying to win over a new client, make a lasting impression on a colleague, or simply build rapport with someone you've just met, creating a genuine connection is key. However, making people like you isn't about using manipulation or tricks. It's about showing authentic interest in others, being kind and respectful, and understanding human nature. Making people feel valued, listened to, and important can go a long way in forming strong and lasting connections. When people like you, they are more likely to trust you, work with you, and support you in the future. The beauty of this principle is that it's based on simple, yet profound human instincts and behaviors that are accessible to anyone, regardless of background or personality type. Real-life example. The power of being genuinely interested in others. One of the easiest and most effective ways to make people like you is by taking a genuine interest in them. People naturally appreciate those who show curiosity about their lives, opinions, and experiences. By showing a sincere interest in what others have to say, you create an immediate bond. Take the story of James, a newly hired sales executive at a company. In his first week, he was eager to connect with his colleagues, but instead of focusing on talking about himself or his accomplishments, James took the time to get to know everyone individually. He asked his coworkers about their roles, their favorite hobbies, and even their weekend plans. One day, he had a conversation with Helen, a senior manager who had been with the company for years. James listened attentively as she spoke about her passion for hiking and nature. The next time they met, James remembered their conversation and asked her how her hiking trip had gone. Helen was genuinely surprised that he remembered, and the simple gesture of showing interest made her feel valued. Helen soon became a mentor to James, offering advice on navigating the company's culture and building relationships. By taking a genuine interest in others, James quickly earned Helen's respect and trust. This simple act of curiosity turned into a strong professional relationship that benefited him for years. The importance of active listening. A key component of building genuine connections is active listening. People appreciate when they feel heard, and active listening shows that you value their thoughts and opinions. It's easy to think that we need to speak more or share our own experiences to make a positive impression, but often, the most impactful thing you can do is to listen. Active listening involves not just hearing the words, but also understanding the emotion and meaning behind them. It's about being fully present in the conversation and responding thoughtfully. When someone feels truly heard, they are much more likely to feel a connection with you. Consider the example of Anna, a team leader at a marketing firm who was meeting with a client for the first time. Rather than talking endlessly about her company's achievements, Anna made sure to focus on her client's needs and listen carefully to their concerns. Every time the client spoke, Anna nodded, made eye contact, and asked thoughtful questions to dive deeper into the discussion. By the end of the meeting, the client felt that Anna truly understood their needs and was genuinely invested in helping them achieve their goals. This made the client feel comfortable and appreciated, and they decided to work with Anna's firm. Active listening created a strong foundation for their relationship and allowed Anna to build trust with the client. Smiling. A simple yet powerful gesture. Sometimes the smallest gestures can make the biggest impact. One of the easiest ways to make people like you instantly is by smiling. A smile is universally recognized as a sign of warmth, friendliness, and openness. It's a simple, nonverbal way of signaling to others that you're approachable and that you value their presence. Take the story of Laura, a waitress at a busy cafe. Every day, she greeted her customers with a warm smile and a positive attitude. Even though she worked long hours and dealt with difficult situations, Laura's friendly demeanor left a lasting impression on her customers. One particular customer, Mr. Thompson, who came in regularly for lunch, had been a little down lately due to personal struggles. Laura noticed this and took extra care to make him feel welcome, offering a friendly smile and engaging him in light conversation. Over time, Mr. Thompson began to open up to Laura about his challenges, and he came to rely on her positive energy. Eventually, Mr. Thompson even referred several of his friends and colleagues to the cafe, all because of the warmth and positivity Laura shared through her simple smile. A smile can be a powerful tool in connecting with others because it makes them feel at ease and welcomed. It's one of the easiest ways to create a positive first impression and begin building a rapport with someone. Remembering people's names. A personal touch, there's a saying that a person's name is the sweetest sound to their ears, and this is certainly true when it comes to building relationships. Remembering and using someone's name in conversation is a simple yet profound way of showing them that they matter to you. When you remember and use someone's name, it signals respect and attention, and it makes them feel important. Consider the example of Tom, a real estate agent who was attending a networking event. As he introduced himself to people, he made a conscious effort to remember each person's name and use it throughout the conversation. It's a pleasure meeting you, Sarah. How long have you been in the industry? Or thanks for the great advice, Steve. I really appreciate your perspective. Because Tom took the time to remember people's names, they felt valued, and the connection felt more personal. Tom quickly became known as someone who was genuinely interested in others, and as a result, he formed a strong network of potential clients and partners. Being a good conversationalist. Asking the right questions, a good conversationalist knows that the key to a great conversation isn't talking about themselves, but rather asking the right questions and showing genuine curiosity about the other person's life, interests, and opinions. People enjoy talking about themselves, and when you ask thoughtful questions, they feel like you value their input. For example, during a casual conversation with a colleague, instead of jumping into your own stories or thoughts, try asking open-ended questions like, what do you enjoy doing in your free time? Or what's something you're passionate about outside of work? These questions invite the other person to share more about themselves and create a sense of connection. Sarah, a consultant, had a client who was very quiet during meetings. Instead of focusing solely on business, Sarah asked, I noticed you love hiking. What's the best trail you've been on recently? This question allowed her client to open up, and they began bonding over shared interests. This simple conversation led to a deeper, more trusting relationship, which helped Sarah secure additional projects with the client. The power of making others feel important, one of the most powerful ways to make people like you, is by making them feel important. People are naturally drawn to those who make them feel valued, appreciated, and respected. Acknowledge others' achievements, express genuine appreciation for their efforts, and show gratitude for their contributions. Take the example of Michael, a senior executive at a tech company who took the time to personally thank his team for their hard work on a challenging project. He sent handwritten notes to each member of the team, expressing his gratitude and highlighting their individual contributions. The result was a team that felt motivated, valued, and appreciated. The simple act of recognizing and acknowledging their importance boosted morale and fostered loyalty. Michael's leadership style not only made his team like him more, but it also created a culture of appreciation within the company. Be sincere and authentic. Ultimately, the key to making people like you instantly is sincerity. People can tell when you're being authentic, and they can also tell when you're being insincere or fake. Be genuine in your interactions and express real interest in others. When you show people that you truly care, they will naturally feel drawn to you. Consider the example of Emma, who had just started a new job and wanted to make a positive impression on her colleagues. Instead of pretending to be someone she wasn't, Emma chose to be herself. She shared her interests, asked thoughtful questions, and genuinely engaged with others. Her authenticity made her colleagues feel comfortable, and they appreciated her honesty and openness. When you're authentic, people are more likely to be drawn to you because they feel that they can trust you and that you have their best interests at heart. Sincerity creates lasting connections, and it's far more powerful than trying to impress others with a facade. Conclusion: building meaningful connections with authenticity, making people like you, is not about using tricks or manipulative tactics. It's about building genuine connections through kindness, active listening, showing interest in others, and making them feel important. When you focus on others, listen to them, and treat them with respect, you naturally form strong and meaningful relationships. The key is to be authentic and sincere in your interactions. When people sense that you truly care about them and appreciate who they are, they will be more likely to like you and trust you. Whether in personal or professional settings, the ability to connect with others and build lasting relationships is one of the most valuable skills you can develop. Thank you for listening, and please like the video and subscribe for more great upcoming content that will put you in top 1% people in the world.